Hey everyone, Cynthia here at the Nameless Homestead, and you guys are not going to believe the story I have for all of you today. And that is not some silly YouTuber nonsense. This is legitimately wild. Yesterday, I had something fall in my lap that I didn't fully realize at the time what kind of blessing that this was going to be. Part of being a homesteader is being frugal and being mindful and using every resource to the best of your ability and living in a sustainable life and building a sense of community. These are all things that are incredibly important to me, and I just had a blessing poured upon us that is going to fill every single one of those check marks, and I am so excited to share it with all of you. What you guys see here is 112 rolls of poultry netting. This is Everbuilt brand, which is literally the best there is. No joke, not sponsored, but fantastic quality equipment that is 4 foot high in 50-foot rolls of 20 gauge, 1-inch poultry netting wire. So the story is, I was scrolling Facebook yesterday, just minding my own business, hanging out in Facebook groups. Don't bash it. Yeah, maybe it's boomer, but I learned so much from those guys. And I see this post from a community member who was able to take advantage of an incredible deal for this same product, but in 3 foot high lengths. She posted about it on Facebook and I jumped on it because we actually have quite a few projects that we could get done around this homestead with this chicken wire. So naturally, I jump in the truck and I motor on down there, and wouldn't you know it, I lucked out and I actually made it to the location across town and was able to make this purchase. But why so much? Well, the thing of it is with this purchase, there was one rule, and it almost stopped me from landing this deal to begin with. This is a purchase it all or purchase nothing deal. And as you can see from how stinking stuffed my truck is, I almost didn't make it out of there with it. Now here is the big punchline. How much did it cost me? $55. Let that sink in. 112 rolls. $55. Can you even believe that? Oh, and before I forget, we did a guess how much this actually cost me game on Facebook, Instagram, and all of those places for who could guess how much I paid for this insanity without going over that amount. And I'm gonna post the winner to that somewhere over here. Congratulations! I will be getting into contact with you soon to get you your prize, your 4 bars of homemade goat's milk soap. I'm still completely in shock. Every time I look up the price of what these things were originally sold at, or even are still listed as on the website of the big box store I purchased it from, and the disparity between those two numbers is bananas. I essentially paid for 112 rolls of chicken wire for the cost of one. Now this makes my homestead heart so happy because now we have more than we need to complete our projects, and it was at an incredible thrifty price, and we are going to be using this material in as responsible a way as we can. And that's like the big morality concern with me now, because obviously I can never use that much chicken wire. That is like over a mile of chicken wire. We're on 6 acres. We could fence our entire property in chicken wire at this point and have plenty left over. That's ridiculous. All we need to fence in is our poultry yard to keep our birds in, and plus have some left over just to stock up, to have a few rolls on hand for future projects that we need, and to create things like a few chicken runs and stuff like that that we've been really wanting to create to give our animals a better, more comfortable space, especially during harsh weather conditions, as we all know over this last summer has been insane. So with that in mind, I've been at kind of a moral dilemma. How do I offload this material in an ethical and responsible way so that everybody in my community that I've built also gets an amazing deal and we make the most of the blessing that we've received? Here's all the happy chickens! Hi, little Oberon! Too many roosters though, gonna do something about that. So how do we do this in a reasonable and ethical way that makes the most out of the bounty that we have been given, the blessing that we have received, because that's how I truly feel about it. I don't know if you guys know this, but Washington State, Eastern Washington, where we're located, has been in an insane drought. There's hardly any hay out there. Hay is going for $500 a ton right now. It's insane. I asked my hay supplier if I should be on a scale of 0 to 10, how much I should be panicking about being able to get hay to last us through the winter this year, and he gave me a solid 7. I'll put the text message up in here somewhere. So yeah, we've been stressed. But then it occurred to me, with this blessing, I could pass on incredible savings when it comes to this chicken wire to my community by selling it for like $20 a roll instead of like the big box stores selling it for $50 a roll, and make almost enough money to, even at these insane prices, have enough hay to last our homestead through the winter. It's like, this chicken wire is basically like having an insanely amazing bumper crop. And considering how my gardening went this year, that's again a heck of a blessing. So that's what we're planning to do. I also plan to tithe off of however much money we make. So if I make $1,000 off of this and I'm able to purchase hay, I'm also going to be donating 10% at least of everything that we get from this blessing. And then I'm able to turn this into not just a blessing for me, but a blessing for a whole bunch of people. So that's what we're gonna be doing for the next few weeks. I'll keep you guys all updated with how it goes, and hopefully we're able to fundraise enough money to actually get hay for our animals this year. At this point, I am even delaying going back to school for veterinary medicine just because I'm worried that paying for school and paying for hay at the same time this year isn't gonna work out. This might have just relieved that stressor, and that is crazy to think about. So thank you all for sharing in our excitement. If you want to follow along, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit us up on our other social medias as well. Like the video, it helps the channel a lot, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.